I mean, he's just born that way. I mean, he's worked really, really hard. He's just more of the same for him. He was a phenomenal player in high school. He's got incredible measurables, as we like to say, that are just obvious. But it's the intangibles that make him special. He has a great passion for the game. He has incredible focus. He has a great will to win. He has a great will to prepare. He's an unbelievable football IQ and great poise, great demeanor. He's an excellent leader, and just has a great grace and humility to him that you love at that position. And all that goes on top of, all that amazing, 6'5", 250. Just beautiful arm talent and athleticism.
Coach, what was your thoughts, I guess, when you came out about Texas and Oklahoma exploring the SEC options?
I mean, I really didn't have any thoughts other than, wow, that's interesting, and moved on to the conversation I was in, So, I mean, I would say you'll hear a lot of conversation over the next 5 to 7 years, because I would imagine there will be some type of restructuring in college football over the next decade. I don't have any intel. It's just my gut instinct, but we'll see.
After last year's, unprecedented year for everybody, what's this year been like? Getting ready for the season,
Yeah, well, it was a really fun spring. First of all, to be able to get back to some sense of normalcy. And then this summer was awesome, for them to have a true summer, to meet some of our recruits. We signed 3 guys I never even met, which is just mind-blowing to me. But it just is what it is. So to be able to get all the new guys in, the mid-years, and then the guys that came in this summer, to watch how they worked and trained, it's been fun. To do camp, to have recruiting, to have people come and visit Clemson and be able to meet with them in person was just an awesome thing. And we've got another recruiting event this weekend. I'm excited about that. And, just where our guys are, and, as a football team. So, hopefully we can continue to move forward in a good way, and, to be able to have the roar of the crowd and the fans and the pageantry of football and the tailgating and all those things that, we probably all took for granted, and just have a great appreciation for that.
How much easier is it for you to have kind of, you don't want to say more peaceful transfer of power with the quarterback position, but just to have DJ knowing he goes in as the starter and knowing that, he has that in front of him as opposed to the way it went with Trevor a couple years ago?
No, it's great. Not only when Deshaun got here, he had to win the job. When Trevor got here, he had to go win the job. We had a lot of competition there, as you said. The cool thing about DJ is he's already played. Those guys had not played, and he's already played. He's already started. He's had a front row seat for a year to what it looks like. With the first pick in the draft, how he prepared, how he handled himself, how he handled the failure, criticism, success, bright lights, just his life in general. And that I think is going to serve him well. And I think the maturity of DJ is really special, especially in today's world of, everybody wants to start as a freshman, a type of a mentality. And DJ probably could have started at about 125 schools, realistically, but he chose to come to Clemson. This is where he wanted to be, the people he wanted to be with, but he wanted to grow and develop, and he wanted to learn from Trevor. And I think that speaks volumes of his mentality and his long-term goals and just his maturity. So his experience last year is going to serve him well, and it's invaluable. But yeah, it's awesome to have a talent like that that's not just starting from scratch. He's already had a year under his belt, and he's the guy. And let's go put everything around him.
From that 2-game stretch, what specifically can he extrapolate from that particular experience to move forward and take it into the season?
Well, I think the main thing is confidence. You know, it's hard to have confidence in something that you haven't done. And you know, what he did against Boston College, what he did on the road at Notre Dame, it was, under the circumstances that we had, was incredible. So the number one thing is confidence. He knows what it looks like. He's got the experience, and he played in other games as well, but just preparing as a starter and all that type of stuff. So he took that, and I think that put a lot of wind in his sails, you know, going into January. Because again, if he was just getting here, it's just even more pressure on you because you haven't done it yet. Even though you're confident in yourself and what you have done in the past and what you think you can do, doing it is a different thing, especially in critical moments. But he's made big plays. He's made critical plays. So I think the confidence that comes from that was evident this spring.
You guys are obviously very familiar with ending the season here in Charlotte. How special is it this year to open the season with a big game in a stadium where this team is really comfortable playing big games?
Yeah, it's great. It's really cool. Anytime you get a chance to play in this stadium, you know it's a big game. And, you know, the opening game is always the hardest game of the year, forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't care who you play. It's the hardest one to prepare for because, you know, it's not like this team played a game last week. You don't have any video evidence of anything. You just assume that maybe they're going to do some things similar to they did last year, and there's always new personnel that you don't know a lot about. And then, like I said, you've had more time to prepare for this game than any game that you ever play. And then you throw in the fact that you might be playing the best team in the country. It's exciting. In an awesome venue, I mean, you can't help but be excited about that. It'll be great for the fans and for both teams.